Instructions for using the standing table for standing. Before the child transfers to the standing table, make sure to lock all casters and face them outwards. This will ensure maximum product stability. Measure the length from the child's pelvis to the floor. Set the table height to the child's pelvic height using the manual winding handle. For safety, remove the handle when not in use. Set the pelvic laterals to the required height by loosening the bolts. Once completed, fasten the bolts. Measure the width of the child's pelvis. Set the pelvic laterals to the child's pelvic width by loosening the bolts. Once completed, secure the bolts. Measure the length from the child's knees to the floor. Set the knee blocks to the child's knee height by loosening the bolts. Once completed, secure the bolts. To ensure a secure knee block height, reposition the circular bolt using the Allen key and fasten. Set the knee blocks to the appropriate depth by loosening the bolts. Once completed, fasten the bolts. Set the knee blocks to the appropriate width by loosening the bolts. Once completed, fasten the bolts. The child can now stand up from their own seat to the standing table. The child's knees are placed in the knee supports. The Pelvilock harness is secured around the pelvis when the child stands up. Ensure both sides of the harness meet each other. The front wall of the tabletop can be lowered as required. When the child wants to sit down, remember to communicate with them at all times. The Pelvilock harness is opened and the child can sit down.